In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing my basically homebrew deck that I've been playing with. I'm sure there's nothing like particularly special about it. I just don't really look at what other people are doing in card games. Like for the other card game I cover, Spell Slingers, I literally don't look at anything else. I just go off of my own stuff. And I find that when I play card games like that, you don't get so like caught up in like bad formats or bad opinions and stuff like that if I just kind of like see the game through my own personal lens. And that's what I'm trying to do with Marvel Snap too, because I feel like there's a lot of deck building opportunities with this game. I played basically this list. The only thing that is different from the previous list in this one is I'm running Electro now over the Angela, so I don't have the 2-drop Confliction. And the reason for that is if I drop Electro on 3, I can play White Tiger on 4, and I can play potentially Doom on 5, and then Odin on 6, or I can go Electro, and then on turn 5 I can play Dr. Doom, and then on turn 6 I can play Odin. So it gives me like more ways of comboing off really hard and going wide without having to just like strictly draw like Wong, Dr. Doom, or like Wong, Odin, and White Tiger. So it just gives me more options. So now it can be like Electro, Dr. Doom, Odin, Electro, Wong, Dr. Doom, Odin, stuff like that. So it just gives me more card combinations that result in like a very large board spread. I run the one Nightcrawler, it just moves once. The Domino, because I wanted to have some guaranteed play early. And if I don't draw Nightcrawler, for instance, and I will get Domino guaranteed, then I have 4 3-drops to follow up with. So, you know, I shouldn't really have a problem curving out with the list, right? And then I run the Ironheart because it combos so well with Wong and with Odin. Gives +2 power to 3 other friendly creatures. Then I run the Wolfsbane. On reveal, +2 power for each other card you have here. This card actually puts in a ton of work. Even after, there's been a lot of games today and yesterday where I had Electro, so I could only play 1 card, and I like full comboed off, and I had like my Odins and my Dr. Dooms or like whatever the power cards were in my hand, and I could only play 1 card, but I'd play her where Wong is, and at a 3 card location, and she would go get a +6/+6, and that won me so many games because people just didn't think I could add like 12 power to a spot like that once they've already seen like the power cards in my hand. So she's gotten me like a ton of games the last couple days. And the Electro on reveal, +1 max energy ongoing. You can only play 1 card per turn. That the second part almost never matters for us because we just have such a high-end curve. So it's like Domino on 2, we play a 3. We, hopefully play one of the 4s. If we don't, we just play a different 3. And then we've got 2 different 5s, and then 2 different 6s. And if you have Electro out, then you can curve more of your top end back to back. The flex spot is still the Enchantress. I've been seeing a ton of Devil Dino. I've been seeing a ton of Patriot decks still, and Enchantress just completely hoses those decks, so that's why she's in there. The White Tiger, of course, adds a 7-power Tiger to another location. And the Captain Marvel, at the end of the game, move to a location that wins you the game if possible. So this has been doing a ton of work for me, especially when like maybe I didn't draw somehow like all my other like combo pieces. I'll play Captain Marvel on 5 after I've gone, really tall on a location with like a Wolfsbane, and then I'll play Dr. Doom on 6, and then she'll just zip around to whichever one. So like you're going so wide that the problem with going wide is that you're obviously not going in as hard as you can on 2 locations. And Captain Marvel kind of just complements that really well by just going to the one location that will win you the game, which is why I feel like Captain Marvel and Dr. Doom are probably in the same deck a lot. I mean, I'm not sure about that, but it makes a lot of sense to me. And then Odin on reveal, activate the on reveal abilities of your other cards at this location. So we get double procs with White Tiger, Ironheart, Dr. Doom if we had Electro, so we can play Dr. Doom on 5. And then also you doubles again if you have, they'll have it twice if you have Wong. So that's the deck. Hope you guys enjoy it, and let's get into it. I've actually climbed to rank 88, and I might try and hit infinite. I have basically 2 days, roughly, to do that, and I've been going up like 6 or 7 ranks a day. So if I can keep that up, I might actually be able to hit infinite, which is pretty cool. Sick Intent. Okay, so we didn't draw Nightcrawler, but we know we're going to see Domino. So we'll just see where to put her, and then maybe we'll draw something better to play other than Ironheart. But even if we don't, we're just going to slap Ironheart where we're most likely going to put Wong, and then put White Tiger in that lane as well, and then hopefully we'll see Odin at some point to be able to proc the Ironheart again. And again, this is the Patriot stuff I was telling you guys about. I never stop seeing it. I don't know what the deal is. So I know it's safe to put the Domino here, so that's where she's going. And I'm playing it super safe right now, so if I don't think I'm gonna win, like if I'm like at least like 95% sure, then I'm outie. Okay, so I honestly hope we draw into Enchantress. Okay, there's Enchantress. This really sucks because if I put it into the negative zone, then that's just not very strong for me. So, and it's gonna die Murder World, so I'm just gonna play the Ironheart here because I don't really have a choice, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm probably just gonna end up playing the Wong over in Murder World because it'll be, you know, able to be played there without being killed after this turn. Okay, and now they've snapped, so it's like I'm just really worried about playing. I'll risk 2 cubes just because we have some pretty nice synergy in the hand. But if it gets any worse than this, I'm just gonna bail. Oh, my monitor's tilted up again. There we go. That looks a lot better. Okay, so now we can just see. This is super annoying because I'm gonna White Tiger and I can't follow it up with Dr. Doom because I won't be able to Enchantress that. Now if I had Electro, I could have done this all a turn sooner. Like if this was Electro, then this would come out on 3, this would come out on 4, this would come out on 5, and then I could surprise him with the Enchantress, which just makes, this is why Electro is so strong in this list. Now, maybe they're reconsidering their life right now. Not really sure. But I'm hoping they play Mystique, and then I might just drop the Enchantress and be like, surprise. Because what'll happen is they'll probably put Onslaught there, if that is Mystique. Okay, it's not Mystique. Okay, his plan like has to be Onslaught here, and if he does Onslaught there to give +2/+2, let me think about this. So if he Onslaughts, then these will both have 1 power, and then he'll be adding 4 more power here, 5, 6, 7 more power here. I think Dr. Doom still wins me the game, actually. Be 14, but the other 2, actually I don't think it does win me the game anymore. If I do this, then I lose this spot, and then I'll still lose these. If I White Tiger, however, I'll guaranteed fill this up, and excuse me, Odin. So this will go to 16. He can't beat 16 here, and he can't beat 20 something here. So I think if he Onslaughts here, I win. Oh, it was a Dr. Doom. Very interesting. Cool. I'm really glad I ended up getting that game. It's very stressful right now. Let's see, I think that puts me at, just 4. Monitor was tilted a little too far down for me. Okay, Mojo World. I need to find Storm pretty much when this comes up, because if there's too many Patriot decks and there's too many like Zoo decks still, or decks that run Squirrel Girl and just these really cheap options. Okay, they didn't go on Mojo World, so I don't know if they have a way out of this. Like they have a Scarlet Witch or maybe their own Storm. So now this is a really good hand here. I would like to not give my opponent Electro. So, well, do I want to? Actually, if I Electro in Mojo World, right, and then I set up my entire combo over here, then... You know what? I'm gonna put the cheaper or less powerful stuff in Mojo World and let the Tigers go in the other locations where they'll be bigger and more impactful than a location where it really just counts on the amount of bodies, and then hopefully they'll have to allocate just too many points to Mojo World. That'd be fine with me. Just don't kill bro. Okay, that's a little annoying, but we still have like all the combo that we're ever gonna need. Oh, I still got the buff that turn. Well, I don't think it's worth it to play Tiger, so I'm still just gonna play Wong, right? Actually, does it make sense to just play like Wong, White Tiger, and Odin in the, like that's gonna be the curve, so I might as well just curve out into Mojo World and then spam the other two locations with Tigers. I like that plan. I've never seen that art of. I'm not a fan. That's weird. It looks like her arm's like just messed up. Okay. So White Tiger. And then Odin. I really have no idea what they're doing. They just haven't been playing like anything, which is really wild to me. So we guarantee win this location, unless this is like, even if it's Brood or something that makes so many copies of itself, we still win. And so this is the Tiger spam. Yeah, and that's just not gonna matter. Hopefully not. I mean, if it gets Infinite, I guess it matters. Okay, fantastic. That's 2 more cubes for the climb. Very happy to get that game. Big rig. Alright. Alright, big rig. I see you. So the big house is actually really good for this deck. Same thing with the vault. As long as it gets revealed early and you know where it is. Because you can just throw a bunch of Tigers and Doombots in this location, and it's really hard for them to take it over with things that cost 3, 2, or 1, right? So I don't like clogging up my lanes when I don't know what's happening. So Domino, Monster, and then I'm gonna Ironheart over here, which is where all my combos would be happening. Okay. So since 4, 5, and 6 can't be brought over here, this is like a check to see if I'll bring my stuff over. So I am gonna bring it over. Yeah, exactly. Well, they think that this is good for them, but this is actually even better for me. And they shouldn't snap here because they know I could possibly trigger this again. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to play the Wolfsbane over here because I'm going to Odin over here, which means that it'll grow a second time. And then also Captain Marvel can just swing in here and get me the game as well. I'm actually going to play the Marvel here because I don't want it to move here turn 6 and get destroyed in some kind of like weird AI way or whatever. So I'm just putting her in a location where she can't lose me the game. Okay, well, hopefully the game will recognize that that's not a thing. At least I really, really hope so. So, if I... Dr. Doom, it doesn't really do me any good. The 9 power here, so... because it'll just be 5 and then 5. Oh boy, they snapped at me. They must be really confident. They shouldn't be though, because if I Odin and I get any buff with Ironheart or Marvel can move over, and this is gonna re-trigger. So I mean, I think I win unless I'm just really mistaken. Oh, okay, that was why. But that doesn't actually matter because she moves, and then wait, why can't she move? Oh, she can't move because then it'll go to tie breaks. Okay, I haven't gone against like I haven't played that much Marvel Snap, so I'm gonna be cognizant in the future that when they play Kingpin and it's going into turn 6, especially when there's a location, whenever they play Kingpin on turn 6, they're gonna Magneto my lower stuff in over here, and see if my Larson had moved. My Captain Marvel had moved over to the flooded zone, then I would win here, tie here, and then during tie breaks I would have lost, and that's why she didn't move. So that hurts a lot. So that's 4 out of the 6 cubes I gained in this video. So that was my bad. I got to be more cognizant of Kingpin Magneto combos, and that's not something I'm going to forget in the future. I haven't used any of the little header things yet. Okay, so finally a Nightcrawler hand. +5 energy, of course, when I don't have Marvel or Doom or anything. Yeah, and like playing this now is not good. I am going to play it though, because then I'm going to try and lock down the location with a storm the following turn. And if that doesn't work, I can move Nightcrawler into it as well. Okay, he was going to pull whatever it was over here anyway. Oh, I guess only if it was 3 or less. Or 1 or 2 costs, excuse me. So this is perfect. This is exactly what I need to happen to try and lock down this location. And next turn I can Nightcrawler and Wolfsbane here. Alright, so Kingpin, so we know what we're looking at. We know what we think the opponent's gonna have now, right? Well, I know that I already used my Storm, so this Nexus is probably going to stay. So I need to make this Nexus as big as I can get it, and there's not that many cards in my deck that are big outside of Odin, so don't know how well this is going to go for me. I need Captain Marvel. That's not what I need. And this isn't good. This will give me effectively the same energy anyway. So there's no problem with me playing in a super flow.
Wind, aid my hand.
Really need a Dr. Doom. Thank you kindly. Actually, well, the Odin's already spent, but it doesn't really matter where I put the Doom, so I'll put it here, and then pass, and then that'll help me win both of the flooding sections. So this isn't terrible by any means. And now any like decently sized card to just put in the Nexus, just like that, would be very nice. Yeah, so now I have more power here than they do, or the same amount, because it's down 2 and then up 6, so 16. But my cards here are much stronger, so I think this actually wins me the game. And I wouldn't be surprised if they retreated, because they know I can move the Nightcrawler out, though they don't seem to care. Okay, that was only 1 more power, so we win. Whew. Okay, got 2 of those 4 cubes I just lost back, thank goodness. And I like just seeing exactly where I am. Okay, 4. Channing Tatum? Who is this? You can't play cards here after turn 4. These locations are also very good for this deck because, again, we're just going to sneak tigers and bots into those kind of locations. So those are all really good for us. I am just going to play Domino over here, however. I just want to remain flexible, and the Nightcrawler can be moved out if I want to make room for like a White Tiger or a Doombot, so that's no problem. And then, alright, so now we have the Electro, so we're just going to play him in the middle. And now we can Wong, Dr. Doom, and Odin if we draw Odin. Okay, that doesn't seem terribly impressive. Alright, so now we're gonna Wong, and then we can Dr. Doom next turn. And it doesn't matter where this switches locations to, because we're gonna slam 2 bots in this location. This location. Oh boy. I think I actually like Dr. Doom more because it's 5 and 5. Well, I guess 5 and 5 is no different than 7 and 7, but I also get the additional 4 power in the Wong location, which I actually like. So I would prefer Dr. Doom in this instance. And then if I don't top deck something crazy, I can just play White Tiger and at least get and move the Nightcrawler over and then get 2 Tigers. So yeah, so we're gonna move this over, and then we play the White Tiger, and now we just get 2 Tigers as well. And I don't think the opponent can beat this, which is why I suspect a scoop is on the way. Like, I don't know how they deal with this much power in all these locations. Like, I have 10 all the way to the right, I'll have 19 in the middle, and I'll have, what, 22 on the left, so I just don't see how they catch up, ever. Interesting, so they chose not to scoop. Yeah, and this just isn't gonna matter. And we win the other 2 locations. Very good, very good. Victory. Very nice. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it there for the video. Wish me luck on my attempt at trying to reach Infinite before 10 o'clock 2 days from now. That's where it resets for me, is 10 p.m. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.